The biggest Fortnite map changes for Season 3 have just been released, hinting at a bunch of characters returning to our Fortnite game. We have been talking about his arrival to our Fortnite game now for quite some time, and it now seems he's finally here. We're heading to this newly updated location right now. So, hey, let's roll out. Near Creaky Compound, Epic's first secret Marvel map change has just been added. Hey, yo. If I'm not mistaken, it's literally right over there. If you guys come down to this brand new location near Creaky Compounds, you can actually see a rather futuristic table. They get out the way, chair. Yo. And on top of the chair, you can actually see Fortnite's next Marvel collaboration. Marvel collaborated with Fortnite all the way back in Chapter 2 of Season 4. With the arrival of Galactus to our game, our Fortnite island was protected by many of our favorite Marvel heroes, including Iron Man, Wolverine, and a bunch of other epic Marvel characters. The main Marvel location was Stark Industries, in which players could literally find Iron Man himself as Stark Industries, the name of the main location change for this season. It's pretty exciting to come back into game in Chapter 4 and see the logo for Stark Industries can be found in game. Yeah, sorry, on my game, for whatever reason, yo, it's hella blurry. I don't know what this, I don't know what this is. I have a pretty high-powered machine. I should be able to load the graphics for this. I don't know what other games I gotta call to get this fixed, but hey, I'ma figure it out. The photos that can be seen in game are related to Stark Industries, which, as we said, is Iron Man's secret location. Is it possible that Stark Industries is going to be making a return in the following Fortnite updates? Well, it seems almost certainly so. The game's tried to hide it in game, but we figured it out. Yo! Okay. That's enough about Marvel. It's about time we see who is really invading our Fortnite islands. There are multiple threats coming to our Fortnite game. So, who is the biggest? Well, we might now have the answers. We are expecting the arrival of Megatron to our Fortnite game. He's been leaked in the game's files now, so we know he's definitely coming. The new Fortnite leaked live event reveals to us that some kind of giant galaxy is soon to appear from the telescope in our Fortnite game. But the final stages of this live event have just been uncovered, and who's inside can actually be seen. The textures for this final stage seem to be some kind of triangle texture, and it's officially called Tear Rift. Leakers have posted this online, and behind this giant Tear Rift seems to be the Cube Cradle. We know this Tear Rift event is coming up at the end of Season 3, and will lead us into the beginning of the next season. Once all the prisms have been collected and placed into the telescope, we know this galaxy is going to open up in our game, and something is going to be coming through. But with the finding of this new texture, revealing that some kind of Cube Cradle is arriving to our game, we might now know what is coming in this live event. The last time in Fortnite we saw a giant Cube Cradle was at the end of the Chapter 2 season final event, where the Cube Queen launched her attack on our Fortnite island, bringing in the last reality into our game. We know the Cube Queen is set to return, and the last reality is trying to find our island. So, does it seem this Tear Rift that is taking place in this live event is going to see the arrival of a Cube Cradle? Well, maybe not. The triangle shape that we can see is the actual texture in the event, and the Cube Cradle simply was just added into the background by leakers to convey that there is a tear in the sky. This does not guarantee that a Cube Cradle will be behind the tear. This galaxy effect for the live event is actually called Moon Guide, which is the official name that's in the game's files. If this galaxy is supposed to tear, and we can see this Moon Guide effect seems to be guiding some kind of planet to our Fortnite island, is it possible that this is not the Cube Cradle, but is in fact a moon? The moon is an important storyline asset in the Fortnite story. The Ice King, who was in our Chapter 1 Fortnite Islands, actually came from the moon. As the Fortnite Marvel comics confirmed, the Ice King lived on an icy moon. We also know this icy moon location is the same location where Paradigm was actually stationed in the Season 2 of Chapter 3 final event. If this Moon Guide event is bringing back the Ice King's moon to our Fortnite Island, does that mean this is in fact not the Cube Cradle, but the return of the Ice King to our game? The telescope diagram mural that can be found at Rumble Ruin actually backs this up to be true. The telescope that was carved on the wall seems to be pointing towards a reality with some kind of strange logo. What's interesting is this logo that can be seen in the middle of this gold circle is a similar shape to the logo that could be found on the Ice King's chest. We know the telescope can point to different realities. So if it is now pointing to the moon, and the logo is the same logo of the Ice King, is it actually pointing to the reality of the Ice King? And this planet that is coming to our game is in fact the Ice King's reality? Well, it actually seems likely. If this is the return of the Ice King to our Fortnite Islands, it doesn't particularly explain the strange triangle shape that is supposed to be tearing through the rift. If a tear in the galaxy is to come from this event, why on earth is it a perfect triangle shape? The last time we saw a tear in our Fortnite sky, it was a giant rip in our Fortnite's atmosphere. It certainly wasn't a neat triangle shape. If it is the Ice King coming through this rift, why on earth is it a triangle? Kinda doesn't make any sense. There are rumors online already that the triangle tear in the sky could actually be the beginning of a brand new music live event in-game. And the triangle tear in the sky might actually match up with Lady Gaga's iconic pink triangle. Fortnite every year does a music live event, and we have not had one this year. There is tons of rumors and secrets about Epic Games working with Lady Gaga for a brand new live event, and with a pink triangle being one of her iconic images. Players suspect that they could have something to do with each other. Remembering back to the Ariana Grande concert, Ariana Grande came from a tear in the sky. It was a perfect square shape, you remember? That giant tear in the sky led us into the Ariana Grande music live event. So is it possible that Epic Games is building up to another live event this season? But with major Megatron changes in our Fortnite game, players are actually suspecting that this could be the arrival of Cybertron to our Fortnite game. Optimus Prime is a Transformer, and all Transformers come from the homeland of Cybertron, which is a distant machine world found in space. Its iconic planet is a round machine-like planet with a giant gaping glowing hole that is found cracking through the middle. What is most interesting is this is not the first time that you might have seen a planet that looks exactly like this. Jumping back into Season 3's final event, the Fracture event. Hey, you know, with the Heralds. When the Heralds destroyed our Chapter 3 Fortnite Island, and we got an iconic shot of it bursting into chrome. A strange, unusual shaped planet can actually be seen in the background. An unusual shaped planet with a giant glowing crack running through the middle. At the time, players were unsure of what this planet was and who it belonged to, and why it was so clearly different from the rest. Pairing these two images of the Transformers Cybertron planets, as well as this mysterious planet at the end of Chapter 3, players are starting to suspect the similarities are too close. This right here may have been Epic Games' way of teasing to us that the Transformers homeland of Cybertron has actually been surrounding the Fortnite universe for quite some time. This moon-shaped glow that is being pulled towards our Fortnite Island might not actually be a moon after all. Could it actually be the planet of Cybertron? Which would explain why all these three outfits for upcoming Transformers would actually make its way into our game. These three outfits are expected to release in October, which is literally next season. So whatever giant planet is being pulled through the galaxy to our Fortnite Islands, it will arrive in the new season of Fortnite, the season when these three outfits are supposed to arrive. If this is Cybertron, and Cybertron has been in our Fortnite game all the way since the end of Chapter 3, then maybe what is coming through this giant portal is actually Cybertron bringing forth the arrival of Megatron.